What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Nike Air Force 1 Low in this 4 Horsemen colorway. So the story goes that back in 2003, Nike released a very limited player-exclusive version of the Air Force 1, which was given to LeBron James' inner circle of business partners. So this shoe celebrated LeBron signing with Nike, and each of those pairs featured the initials of the respective person, so it goes without saying that it made that shoe very personalized, very special, and of course, very rare. But here we are in 2023 and Nike has brought these back for the public. So these released in late April for a price of $140 or $180 here in Canada, and these are available at most sneaker boutiques, including The Closet Inc. here in Canada. So The Closet Inc. is my go-to sneaker boutique for Jordan retros and Nike releases, and they're independently owned and operated, located right here in Southern Ontario in Canada. So if you guys want to check them out, support the independent shops, I'll add their website, their Instagram, their Twitter, all that good stuff down below, so be sure to check them out, show them some love, and tell them that I sent you. So back to the shoes. So again, this was once a super limited PE, but now these are available and sitting in stores worldwide. So the official colorway for this shoe is white, deep forest, and wolf gray. And the colorway for this shoe is a nod to LeBron James High School, St. Vincent St. Mary. And you can see that the majority of the upper of this shoe is crafted using a slightly tumbled white colored leather. So on the toe box, just like any other Air Force 1, we have these perforations, and then overlaid on top of this, we have more of that slightly tumbled white colored leather. So this leather loops around the eyelets of the shoe, and right at the edge in the middle, we have an embroidered mini swoosh in white. And then covering the eyelets, we have more of that same white leather, and same thing here on the mid panel as well. However, stitched on top of this, we have this large Nike swoosh, which is constructed out of a forest green tumbled leather, but we have a layer of leather underneath done in gray. Moving downwards, we have more of that same tumbled white leather, and then embroidered on the heel of the shoe on the lateral side, here we have a night chest piece, which is done in a mix of gray and green. And then on the back of the shoe, we have this white strip of leather running down the bottom, and then on the top of the heel, we have the letters LRMR, which are the initials of the 4 Horsemen, LeBron James, Rich Paul, Maverick Carter, and Randy Mims. Turning our attention back to the front, so attached to the laces, we have this silver lace doubre or lace lock, and lasered out of it, we have Air Force 1 82 branding. The laces themselves are a soft, flat style lace, and they're done in a slightly off-white or sail color. And then underneath this, we have a retro style nylon tongue, and on the top we have this tag with Nike Air Force 1 branding in green. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is lined in a deep forest green colored mesh. And then for the insoles, these come with your typical foam lined Air Force 1 insoles, and it features LeBron James' signature on the right foot, along with an image of a lion and LeBron James 23 logo on the left foot. So the upper of the Air Force 1 sits atop this chunky solid rubber cup sole, which is entirely painted in white. On the lateral heel, we have Air branding in gray, along with this green line that wraps around the back, and then encased within the shoe but not visible to the eye, we do have Nike Air technology, which is there for cushioning and impact protection. Finally, turning the pair over to the bottom, so this outsole is crafted using a green colored rubber. This is just like any other Air Force 1, so we have the circular pivot point on the forefoot and the heel, and right in the middle on the medial edge, we have Nike branding. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Air Force 1s, and for those wondering about sizing, so my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and historically for Air Force 1s, I either go a half size down to a 9.5 or a size 10, which is true to size. So for this specific pair, I didn't know any better. I got these in a size 9.5, which is what I usually wear for Air Force 1s. So going a half size down in these, my toe is pretty much right at the edge of the shoe, which is kind of unusual for Air Force 1s. So I don't know if my pair was defective from the factory maybe, or for some reason maybe Nike decided to make these Air Force 1s fit a lot more true to size than they normally do. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so these feel pretty much like any other Air Force 1. Keep in mind this model is quite chunky, quite heavy, and you're going to be a little bit elevated off the ground. However, there is air technology within this midsole, so I know a lot of people swear by Air Force 1s and feel that they're extremely comfortable. I think they're just okay, but for an everyday casual use shoe, I think Air Force 1s are a very solid choice. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality I was quite pleased with. This leather, while it's not the thickest and most top-notch quality of leather, I felt like it was decent and it was slightly above average. When you run your fingers across this leather, you can see the natural leather grains, and it doesn't have an overly synthetic feel and look to it. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, I thought this pair was decent. the panels were cut and placed on consistently, the stitch job was pretty good as well, and my pair didn't have any major glue issues as well. So maybe I got lucky, I don't know. Again, leave a comment down below if you guys own a pair of these. How was the overall build on your pair? So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. I feel like this is one of those shoes where you really have to be a huge fan of LeBron James or a really huge fan of Air Force Ones to really appreciate the history behind this release. To me, I can't really relate to the history of this shoe, and I look at it just more as a really nice, clean looking Air Force One colorway. It seems like green is quite a popular colorway these days when it comes to sneakers. So just looking at the overall design and the look of this shoe, I think this is a very clean looking Air Force One that can be worn with a wide array of outfits. So for that reason alone, and not because of the fact that it used to be a PE, that's really the main draw that I see for this release. But like I mentioned before, these are pretty much sitting in all stores online and in person. So I would definitely bet that these will eventually make their way on sale. And I think this would be a very solid buy if you can get these for under retail. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about these Nike Air Force One lows in this 4 Horsemen colorway. What are your overall thoughts on this pair? And is this something you would pick up? Are you not a fan of the Air Force One or the specific colorway? Either way, drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8. Follow my Twitter account at sean.go and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.